First of all, we should look together why human beings who have lived on this earth for millions of years, and recently the scientists, the biologists and the archaeologists are saying we have lived on this earth as human beings for the last 50,000 years or more. Why we have not been able to find, especially in modern days, security. Both psychological, inward security, and outward security. That's one of the problems that not only this country, but every country in the world is facing at the present time. Is clear? Security. Why? Socially, economically, and physically, we have not been able to find complete security for all human beings, not just for a few, not for the rich, not for those who live in a small commune or a committee, but ask ourselves why we have not found physical security. First, physical. There is murder going on of the most savage kind, terrorists, kidnapping, destroying, and ultimately the ultimate violence is war. War is an organized murder that is tolerated, considered highly respectable, blessed by religions, and so on. You know all this, perhaps, some of you. So we're asking, why is it, however civilized we are, however cultured, we are still fighting, killing each other? Why there is not security? And is it possible to have, not to begin with, psychological security, inward security? Then that inward security will express itself outwardly. That is, if we are not inwardly, psychologically, subjectively, completely secure, then whatever we do externally will also be insecure. Is this? I think this is clear. So we ought first to inquire, if we may, why inwardly, inside the skin, subjectively, you understand this? Psychologically, man has not found security at all. He has sought security in God, which is an idea invented by thought. Right? Am I shocking you? I hope I am. God is invented by thought, because we human beings are frightened. And so we want something on which we can rely, hold on to, look to somebody who will help us. And so we invent various illusions. I hope you are following all this. One invents various ways of seeking comfort, security. And all those ways, as one has observed, have utterly failed. You may have your guru in whom you have faith and hope he'll give you some kind of inward security, but even those gurus are failing, right? You're sure of all this? You're investigating. The speaker is not telling you what is right or what is wrong. But together we are going to find out what is true, what is right. So, would there be inward security first, and then that security will inevitably create a society that will be orderly, that will give security for all human beings, not only for the rich and the well-to-do, but for the very, very, very poor, right? Because unless you are secure inwardly, outward expression of that insecurity is the present state of society. That's clear. This is all logical, reasonable, sane, not something fanciful. So we must ask, why haven't we inward security? What is it that's preventing us? Right? Why? If the speaker asks you that question, why? What would be your answer? Why each of us are not secure inwardly? Why are we so frightened? Why are we so subject to some fanciful concepts? If one examines the cause of this uncertainty, insecurity, is it, please, I'm questioning it, please also you question it. Is it because each one of us is so self-centered? Each one of us is concerned with himself, concerned with his own fulfillment, concerned with his own success, concerned with his own advancement, achievement, his own pleasures, his own sorrows. That is, each one of us has this great self-interest. Would that be correct? That's one of the reasons. Would you agree to that? Self-interest. What does that self-interest mean? Please question. What does self-interest imply? Does it not imply a separate, divided, narrow, limited activity? Right? When I'm concerned about myself from morning till night, and even in my sleep, it becomes a very small affair, doesn't it? Even one's meditation, if you are concerned with achieving something or other, it's a very small affair. No? It's a very limited activity. It's like keeping something to yourself all the time, worried, anxious, fearful, depressed. You know, it all becomes such a petty little affair, doesn't it? No? Don't agree, because it's very easy to agree verbally, but to actively be concerned whether it is possible to live in this world with all the corruption, with all the bestiality of it, the brutality, the cruelty of all that. Is it possible to live in this world without self-interest?